Hey, you. Yeah, you want a duel?
It depends. Why do you want a duel?
What, you scared?
Come on. I asked you for a reason why you want to duel. Not once did I mention that I was scared, and I have some things I would much rather be doing right now.
I don't know. Sounds to me like you're scared.
Look, I gotta make a video about how to animation cancel, so I'd really appreciate it if we could get this over with.
Oh, so you can make videos and animation cancel, but you can't fight me?
Yep, that sounds about right.
Then why did you just accept the duel?
Oh, would you look at that? My finger slipped.
Well, don't worry. I'm a well-known 1vxer in Cyrodiil. I'll make this quick. Oh, come on. You're not even gonna fight back.
No, you're already dead. Just give the lag 1 second.
Oh, no, you're gonna get it, you little... What? This was a PvE build.
The famous last words. Anyways, let's get to work. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Listen, I know, there's plenty of other guides out there for how to animation cancel in ESO. But in the wise words of Phil Swift...
But you've never seen anything like mine!
So yes, if you haven't figured it out by now, we are making a guide on how to animation cancel in ESO. As always, I will have timestamps in the description if you want to come back to this video or you just want to skip ahead for some reason. And showing your support is always very much appreciated. It doesn't cost you anything and it really helps out the channel. And if you subscribe, I can offer you that there will be some videos that I'll be making in the future. Yeah, what do you think about that? Let's talk real quick. I think the key and number one thing you need to understand when it comes to animation canceling is that you're not going to inherit this skill overnight. This is something you have to build and you have to work on over time. You have to pace yourself and you have to keep practicing at it to get better at it. With animation canceling, there's a delicate balance between going too fast or going too slow, and you'll find that out once you start trying to animation cancel. So start slow and work your way up, getting faster and faster as you grow more confident with your skill. It's not hard, and once you map it to your muscle memory, this is something that will help you out in the long term for playing ESO. And once you've gotten really comfortable and a lot better at animation canceling, you can start to do some pretty cool things.
Wanna see me run to that mountain and back? You wanna see me do it again?
And I hope that this is the video that found you. If not, it's always great to have multiple resources to pull from whenever you're trying to learn something. But yeah, I'm gonna do my best to help you try and learn and understand animation canceling. Right, so first thing to take note of is your skills. These are the things that you will be canceling. Check the cast times of your skills. If it says instant, the skill can be cancelled. If it says it has a cast time, like this, crystal fragments, it cannot be cancelled. If we say try and cast this ability and then block cancel it, the ability won't go off at all. What does that instant cast time look like if it's cancelled? Well, I'll just give you a quick example. As you can see, degeneration is an instant cast time, so it can be cancelled by, well, whatever you'd like. I'm gonna do a light attack, degeneration, bar swap cancel. Alright, now I'm on my front bar, just like that. So that's what an animation cancel looks like. And what happened there was three things. First thing that went off was a light attack, a degeneration, and then a bar swap. All that happened within a second. That is what animation canceling can do for you. Then you have abilities that have a channel time. Having a channel time means the animation has to go through in order for it to be dealing damage. As long as the animation is playing, I am dealing damage. If I try and cancel this ability, I won't deal any damage. Okay, so let's talk about it. There are multiple different types of ways you can animation cancel, but let's start with the most basic type of animation canceling, the one that you should also start with, which is light attack canceling. This can also be referred to as light attack weaving. Simply put, it's not very difficult to do. Your light attack has an animation to it. Alright, so whenever you light attack, you just cast a skill following it, and it should cancel the light attack's animation, and replace that animation of the light attack with the skill that you cast, allowing you to light attack and cast a skill almost at the exact same time. This is probably the easiest type of animation canceling to master, but do note you do need to practice your pacing with this type of animation canceling, as you can go too fast and not actually cast your light attack, and instead the skill will take priority over the light attack, and then you won't get your light attack off, losing your damage. Alright, so simply put, light attack, skill. Light attack, skill. Light attack, skill. And as you get better at it, go faster and faster. Light attack skill. Light attack skill. Light attack skill. Light attack skill. And once you get better and better at it, you can go really fast. Light attack skill. 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 And bar swap canceling. Of course, every ability has an animation associated with it. Alright, so, as you can see, degeneration has an animation. Okay. I push forward towards the enemy, I pull back. There's an animation there. That animation can be cancelled simply by swapping bars. And yeah, it's literally that easy. Just to cast the ability and swap to your other bar. You'll get better at this in time. This is another thing you gotta practice, because sometimes you will swap bars before you actually cast the ability. This is the second easiest thing to learn to cancel right after light attack weaving. Alright, let's talk about the next type of animation canceling that you can do, and this will be the second baseline kind of canceling that you will need to know about. This is called the block cancel. It's as easy as it sounds, casting a skill, and that skill's animation is being cancelled by blocking. Okay, so this is what the skill of Hardened Ward looks like when it's cast. My character just kind of slaps his hands together. We can cancel that animation, or at least the last part of it, by holding block. See? Then we can let go. If you do it fast enough, this will save you like a couple milliseconds. Speed is key when you're animation canceling. That is why you animation cancel, so that we can do things faster, resulting in more damage and more pressure. Simply cast the skill and hold block. And just practice that. Once you see your character has hold block and the animation has been successfully cancelled, you can let go of block. And you have successfully cancelled your skill. Just practice this simply by casting a skill and holding block immediately after. Once you see that your character is blocked, let go of block. Get used to what that looks like so you can cancel it faster and faster and faster. There's a second part to block canceling, and I'm going to call it tap canceling. Certain skills can be tap canceled. What is tap canceling? Well, as you see, I have to hold block for a certain amount of time in order for it to register as a cancel for that skill. If you tap cancel, which can only happen to certain skills, I can just tap the block button instead of actually having to hold it down to cancel the skill's animation. We have rally on our bar now. This can be tap canceled, as you can see here. Character kind of jiggles a little bit, and that is called a tap cancel. It would work differently on PC. I am on controller. Simply for me on controller, what you do is you cast the skill, and my finger immediately goes down to the block button, and it slides off of the block button. That is why you can hear a big click whenever I do this. Okay. As you can hear, it slides off of it. I don't hold it down, because if I hold it down, I'm in block. I lose time. If I tap it though, and I slide my finger off of the button, I can immediately get back to casting another skill right after. Which is a lot faster than doing this, and then doing this, which you have to wait through the animation to do. Instead, you can just... Okay, easy. Using your knowledge of the block cancel, we can now graduate, and we are going to graduate to bash canceling, which is the second form of block canceling. It is its evolved form, so to speak. So, simply, this is what the animation of Hardened Ward looks like again while casting. This is what the animation of Hardened Ward looks like when I block cancel. And this is what the animation of Hardened Ward looks like if I bash cancel. You can tell it is just ever so slightly faster than the block cancel. So, how is this done? Well, simply casting the skill and bashing. As soon as you bash, you can let go, and you are ready to cast another skill and follow it up. This will take some time to practice. When you do start getting it, you get really, really fast. So, the other type of canceling that you can do is dodge canceling, as it is simply done by casting an ability and then roll dodging. while the animation is still going off, of course. As you can see there. So, no. As roll dodge takes the animation priority over your ability. Of course, that's not very difficult to do either, but again, it does take some timing and practice. If you try and dodge cancel without the proper kind of pace, two things can happen. First thing, you will jump and you will cast the ability, and it will result in no roll dodge and you'll look like an idiot. If you try and do that. So, second thing that will happen is you'll just roll dodge instead of actually casting the ability, because you can't cast abilities while roll dodging. So make sure you get the timing down so you cast an ability and roll dodge at the same time, or else you'll just end up roll dodging. So, like that. See, I'm trying to do it now. There you go. Once you get that down, it can be a very useful tool in keeping you alive. So now that you've become a little bit better at animation canceling, how are some ways you could use animation canceling? Well, it's really up to you. Now you have a bunch of things in your toolkit and on your belt that you can use whenever you'd like, however you'd like. So you can start comboing them together and pairing them together to do different things. So say I'm on my back bar, okay, and I wanted to get rally, but I wanted to quickly be on my front bar so I could prepare an offensive combo. Well, then I could light attack, I could use rally, I could switch bars. Simple. I can do it as fast as I can, as long as I pace myself properly. And now I'm on my front bar. And then from there I can proceed to do more combos. So, I can light attack, merciless, light attack, surprise attack, and then bash, which would cancel surprise attack. And then, I just have a lot of other choices of what I could do. Light attack, ransack, and bash. So what this would do is light attack would be cancelled by ransack, and bash would cancel ransack, allowing you to get 3 different things would go off in such a short amount of time.
I'm not a guard factotum, you know.
So you can actually deal quite a bit of damage. As you can see, I can pick and choose what I'd like to do next. And I can cancel it, if it's available to be cancelled.
So evasion mode initiated.
Bash Blade the next patch, I mean. A thing to note is they added cast time to ultimate abilities. It didn't used to be this way. Ultimates never used to have cast times. Now they have cast times, and if you need to use an ultimate when you need to use it, you can no longer do that. You have to cast the ability and watch its full animation go off, or else the ultimate ability won't go off. This is an issue because sometimes you need that ultimate to go off right away and right in that moment, but that can no longer happen because ZOS decided, hey, that's too powerful, or something along those lines. I don't know. If you try and use an ultimate ability and cancel it, you'll just do this. Okay, say we want to prepare a combo, so light attack, in-cap, cancel the in-cap. Can't do it. Another thing to take note of for animation canceling is these kind of abilities right here where they're targeted on the ground. As you can see, there's a little ring that would appear when I cast him. You can animation cancel these abilities as long as you have this setting enabled. Quick cast ground abilities. Without it, you'll have to cast the ability twice, therefore you can't cancel it. As you can see, if I wanted to cast this ability and cancel it, it just popped. Nothing would happen. I'd have to cast it twice, so listen, in order for it to go off. If I wanted to be able to animation cancel this ability, I would turn quick cast ground abilities on. Then, as you can see here, with the bash cancel. Just a quick thing to note. Alright, just a little fun thing I learned a couple days ago, trying to learn how to play Maxwork again. So, there's something pretty interesting you could do because of how they changed. So, this crystal fragments can now proc off of itself, right? Which is really weird, because then it leads to situations like this. Okay. You see, we're not in combat, so he just kind of does his little wiggly dance here, right? Okay, but what happens when we enter combat?
I'm not a guard factotum, you know.
I don't know how practical this is, but I thought it was pretty interesting. You can only cast crystal frags, so this kind of funny. I don't know. It's just kind of stupid. And you start getting them back to back like that. Yeesh. You know how damage you can get.
Shutting down all function.
Yeah, okay. That's about it. Yeah, I do believe I've covered everything that is related to animation canceling or thereabouts. If you have any questions or you're still confused about something related to animation canceling, please leave it in the comments and I'll see if I can help you out with it. Again, just to clarify, animation canceling takes time to learn. This is not something that you'll be able to just pick up and then roll with. This is something that will take time to build and learn. So hopefully this video helps shorten that process so you don't have to spend as much time fumbling around trying to figure out how to animation cancel. And having said all that, again, if you learned something from this video or you just like this kind of video, please leave a like on this video and consider subscribing to the channel if you want to learn more about ESO in the long term, because I'm going to be making a lot more guides in the future. And if there's any specific kind of guide that you want for any certain specific kind of thing, go ahead and tell me, and you never know, maybe the video that you see the next day will be that guide. And as is the tradition around here, have a good night.